DBG here, and today we are going to be talking about the new players in NBA 2K22 MyTEAM. So, as predicted, Kyrie Irving is the invincible. I think that was called by almost everybody, but yeah, he is the least excited I am for any player in this set because Wiseman's always good in 2K. Rashard Lewis is always good in 2K. And Rashard Lewis comes at base 4 anyway, and Michael Porter Jr. is really good in 2K, the highest green window in the game, and he's a 6'10" 2 guard. So, these cards right here, these 5 cards, are the MyTEAM limited reward. This is the worst limited season ever. You see this AD? This AD is the exact same. See this Kevin Durant? This Kevin Durant is even better. 20k. The only card that doesn't have an alternative for 20k that's good is Clay, and Clay sucks. It's Clay, and Clay sucks. Like, that is the only one, which is really, really annoying. But sure, look, it is what it is. So, anyway, let's go on to these players first. So, I'm just hoping, as long as Wiseman doesn't have that awful set shot, we're all good. As long as he doesn't have that awful set shot, we are good. So, actually, the least excited I am for player is Kyrie. So, I'm going to go over Kyrie first. Because Kyrie's going to stink. Like, Kyrie's player build is tiny. They're going to give him Kyrie Irving release. All of Kyrie Irving's dribble sigs. Trey fade. Like, look, Kyrie Irving sucks. I just really want to put it out there. This card sucks. But if you're a big Kyrie fan, you want to use a Kyrie Irving, you can go and use him. Because he will move. He'll move. He'll hit the fades. That release is just awful. For this stage of MyTEAM, that release is awful. Took 6 months for him to get a dark matter. Yep. The design is the earth because he's a flat earther. Oh my god. They actually made his design the earth. I just saw that. A damn flat earther, like. Took way too long and too late. Hold release. They finally gave him invincible. Yep. People can see it's too late. But yeah, Kyrie Irving's not really the greatest card in the world, if we're being honest. So, now, James Wiseman. Okay. He's 7 foot. I could have swore he was 7'1" last year. I could have swore he was 7'1". 93 speed, 93 acceleration, 94 3 ball. Okay, he's got 99 every stat. He's got everything you need. He's not missing anything. Like, I don't think floor general space creator really matters. He's got like half hyperdrive. So if he's got good dribble stats, he could be a really good power forward. Tendo's perfect. With a 0 3 points, he's gonna be left wide open. Alright. We're looking at an elite power forward. He's under 244 pounds. Trey escape, Steph Curry base, Rudy Gay upper. Steph Curry base, one of the best catch and shoot release in the game. We're looking at a top 7 or 8 power forward in this game. We really are. I'm not going to say we're looking at a card that's going to compete with Kareem. But we are looking at a card that's going to compete with Ralph Sampson. That Curry base is unbelievable. And he moves. So in general, like, I think he's really good. Like, this is a card that, because he's going to be like 15k MT max. For 15k, this card is going to be an absolute steal. He's going to be absolutely incredible for that price. He's going to be absolutely, unbelievably good for that price. So he's a card that I definitely will be excited about if you're someone who's still playing this game. Then we got Rashard Lewis. 6'10", 7'2" wingspan. 99 in every stat. I know you might be saying, oh, it was stats at 95, but I mean, like, look, they're the same. Same difference. No, not missed any key badges. Come on. Let's see what they do to his release. Why? No. Like, his release was better. Why did they make his release worse? Like, why? They literally made his release worse. He's got the Curry slide, which is interesting. But, like, why? Just why? Like, he's not bad card. Ray Allen base is fine. Like, base 4 is better than Ray Allen base. Especially with that awful upper. He still has that terrible upper. So, like, I don't like it. I don't like it, lads. I don't like it. I think he's alright. I think he's a perfectly fine small forward. But, like, is he as good even as an Odom, in my opinion? No. It's going to be fun, though. It is going to be fun to use this card. Because, again, I like dudes that can kind of move, have a Curry slap. The Doncic size was awful. Yeah. It's a little bit disappointing. If he had base 4, I'd be a lot higher on him. They're just changing his release for no reason. They've changed everyone's release so far except Kyrie Irving. The only guy who actually needed his release changed. Actually, sorry, no, Wiseman did as well. So Kyrie needed a release change, and Kyrie still has that bum release. But they changed Rashard Lewis, who already had a good release. Now this is probably going to be the best card today. Defense a tiny bit low, but doesn't matter. You'd rather have half brick wall, but again, not the end of the world that he has it on gold. Alright, let's take a look. Base 62 on very quick. Bam is the only player in the game with that. So you might be saying, oh, this base 62 is, if he had a better behind, he doesn't have a behind the back. If he had Scotty behind the back, we're looking at one of the best 2 guards in the game. As again, the Kobe size was really good in my opinion. Normal laner. Highest green window in the game. Again, you might be saying like, oh, like base 62 is kind of slow. It's kind of slow. It is kind of slow. It also has by far the biggest green window in the entire game. So as far as like guys that will hit when they're wide open, he will never miss. Like if you've ever come up against this Bam. Like this Bam here. He never, ever, ever misses. If you come up against this Bam, he will never, ever miss. Whereas, like, MPJ is going to be a much better version of that. The Kobe Bryant size up is something that very few players have gotten recently. Taco is the last player we have with it. It's very, very good at glitching the AI's feet. If you want to run to the basket, it's very good. The Kobe Escape, again, is really nice as well. Not a lot of players are getting the Kobe Escape over the last while, so it's kind of cool to see that anyway. I think like Tracy Brady and was really the last guard that ended up getting that drill move. The Wiggins behind the back is not unusually bad. It's not good either. I would much rather have seen a Scotty behind the back or even like a Harden or a Trae Young behind the back other than Wiggins. But yeah, it's kind of his one flaw. But other than that, he's still a 6'10" 2 guard with a really nice release and pretty good dribble sigs. So yeah, I think Michael MPJ is a really good card. So of all these cards, first of all, I feel really bad for you guys if you did limited. It's like this. These are the worst limited awards ever. I feel really, really bad if you guys did limited, because if you don't choose Klay Thompson, you can basically get a 20k version of all these cards. It's the same. And in these cards, I would say the only card that's really not going to be worth getting is the 100k for Kyrie Irving because of the auto buyers. The fact that these cards are all going to be between 8 to 10,000 MT. And even though Rashard Lewis would have been better if they kept his other release, if they kept his normal release, I'm going to say none of them are bad cards. I would say the best of all these cards is probably Wiseman, followed by MPJ, followed by Rashard Lewis. I think that's probably where I would go, with Kyrie being the worst. But yeah, I would say these 3 are probably worth picking up considering how cheap they're going to be. So that's the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.